documentary tells the story, the highlights, the big moments. But this is everything that didn't fit. The extra miles, the random stops, the small moments that didn't feel important at the time, but ended up being ones that stayed with me the most. When I built this truck, I didn't really have a plan. I had an idea, and I had a feeling that it was worth doing. But everything else, I just figured out as I went, one problem at a time, and one late night after the next. And the truth is, that's exactly how this trip went too. We didn't have a schedule, just a direction. Some days we stayed longer because it felt wrong to leave. Some days we pushed hard because we were chasing daylight. Route 66 isn't just a road, it's time. It's these places that used to matter, still standing there, even if the world moved on. And in a weird way, driving something old down an old road felt like the right way to see it. Even though Route 66 is an old road, you're still surrounded by modern cars. It's safe to say the Hotrod stands out a bit. And everywhere we stopped, people were just curious. They'd come over to talk and swap stories. One guy was so hyped, I ended up taking him for a quick rip. Truck drivers handed us Red Bull for the road, others jumped in with tools and random parts when we needed them, and one guy even let us crash at his place for the evening. Here are some people we've met along the way.
Very cool.
Thank you. We're getting rattled out, that's for sure. Everything's coming loose.
Oh my god.
I came from Connecticut.
All the way?
All the way,
Awesome.
just like that. Yo.
Nice Mercedes wheel.
It gives you a hint of what motor it is. What's it loaded with? Turbo diesel Benz? Turbo diesel Benz.
Alright, so what is it?
It's an auto car. It's like a C. It says it in the photo. I always forget the model number. But Yeah, it was a concrete truck from our town.
Todd Ride is a big truck though, Dad.
Oh yeah, it was a big truck, all right. Not anymore.
Can I take a picture of that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's go. I'm 6'6", by the way.
So is he.
Word. This motherfucker's badass, sounds like a real truck.
Yeah, bro.
We sitting low to the ground. Whoa. Like a racer. Bro, you hear the sound on that, bro? I don't even want to curse. You hear the sound on that? Bro, come on, man. What?
I'll help you out.
All right, thank you. I don't want to, what?
And then push on the
Man, even got the cab gauges in here. That don't do anything, does it?
Oh yeah. The only one that doesn't work is the original one.
Okay, gotcha. Man, he was fucking ripping that thing, dude. I know. He said, I know. I fucking rode
this thing. It's
for
not
20 days.
It's not easy. It's scary.
My other car, we bring everything.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't
It's
have
got a
everything
trunk
with
in
me
it.
if I wasn't. You gotta find connectors that you can splice in either one of the relays or a new one if we gotta run and get. Yeah.
Jumping around.
Throwing shit all over the place now. Fucking can't take you anywhere, man.
Yes, and you. Come on.
Kev.
Dad's sleeping still.
Kev. Teresa Lord, like who the
Are you on bags?
No.
No? Really?
All the way from Connecticut.
Serious?
Yeah. We're going to California.
Huh. My son's got one on bags.
Yeah? Where's the sticker?
That's why I was asking.
Hold on, I'll give you something.
You're the G. Here, I got some stuff for you as well.
Oh yeah.
She boogies. And if you have an Instagram, all of our information's on the back. It's been insane. We didn't think it was going to be such a crazy experience, but I mean, I knew it was going to be a wild ride. But people, like old gentlemen, will come up to us and be like, after talking, slap a 20 in my hand or a 50, and be like, good luck on the road. Because no one thinks we'll make it. And I'm like, we're 2,500 miles away from home already. I think we're making it. I hope. Can't say anything. It's just crazy. It's been a fucking trip of a trip.
The trip wasn't just sunsets and old signs. There were a lot of miles where it felt like we were holding it together by pure will. We had a leaking axle seal, tires wearing like crazy, and cooling issues every day. Pull over, cool it down, patch what we could, and keep moving.
Alright, this is a terrible one. The top of the oil cooler on the actual fitting has broken. It's got a major leak. Tried to patch it up. Made it up. Just oil everywhere. So I've temporarily looped the oil cooler lines. It's got 4 miles to drive. And then hopefully we can remedy something with a new line, new cooler, whatever. But we gotta get up the other way.
But weirdly, that's what made it feel real. No perfect plan, just commitment in the next mile. And somehow, after all that, we made it. All the way to California. Pulling up to the Santa Monica Pier for the first time, it didn't even feel real. Not because it was perfect, but because we actually got there.
Nice to see you, man.
Oh my God.
That shit was a struggle, huh?
God, you don't even know. Done it, man. High five. High five.
After we finally got to California, we were able to slow down and actually enjoy it. Seeing friends, driving some unreal roads, just taking it all in. For the first time in a while, we weren't just surviving the trip, we were living it. But I'll be honest, it didn't feel finished yet. We didn't get the end of the trail photo at the pier that first day. Then on our last full day, heading north of LA, I took a wrong exit, looked down and realized we were only a few miles away. So we sent it. Early morning, nobody around, and it finally felt real. Looking back, I wish we filmed more. But honestly, Kevin and I both lean more into the photography side of things, so for this part, enjoy some stills that he captured along the way, little pieces of the trip that don't move, but still tell the story. A project like this isn't something you plan perfectly. You dive in, and you keep pressing on. There are always hurdles, always reasons it might not work. I still haven't totally figured out why I love chasing the unknown in questionable vehicles on long distance trips, but here we are. Maybe I'll never really know. All I know is, looking back on it now, I'm glad we did it. And this time, we actually hit the goal we set out for. So if there's something you've been thinking about doing, something that feels a little crazy, a little uncomfortable, start it. Because the only thing worse than things going wrong is never finding out what could have gone right.